I am.
It's gonna really be a real free balled intro.
We got this, bro.
Oh yeah,
We got this.
we free ball it.
Free ball and now I'm free. Yeah.
Oh damn. What up, y'all? Welcome back to Blacktop 5. Y'all already know who I am. We got our boy GME Sharks in the building with us today. What's good,
Let's
bro? What's good?
go. Man,
Cool.
man, man. What's good with you, bro? Like I said, I love these top fives, man. Keep bringing it, bro.
Hey, thank you.
This is
Thank
fun.
you. Appreciate it. Always a pleasure to have you on, too.
Always,
And
man.
sorry we a little late on it. We had a little life kicks in, guys. Life kicks in, but we still putting it out for you. And we got a big list today. This is a big part of all of our lives. This is a way that a lot of us have met each other. So I
This
hope
is
to hear some responses from you guys and
damn.
some of your lists because this is a big one. This is a big one,
It's
huh?
a
Big
doozy,
huh?
man. It's a
We
doozy,
got
bro. Because this is
top five video games, bro. Video games.
ah,
That's how we met a lot of each other. Without video games, we don't know a lot of each other.
just
So
the
this is big.
five.
And you have to narrow all these games that we've played. Five. So I
Just
feel like
five.
this one was tough. This one was tough.
Bro. I've been playing games since I was 3.
See? Mm-hmm.
Like that's all I do is play video games, really.
And
So
we're doing the broad this base this time too. We're gonna have to break it down a little bit more. I feel like at some point and do categories, but for now we're
right,
doing
all
all encompassing.
right. Yeah, and that's
So
cool. That's cool. I'm not gonna hate. I'm gonna do
well,
this.
like you
I'm ready
said,
for it.
you've been gaming since you were 3, so I
3,
expect some
bruh.
good ones on you, including this number 5. So
Bruh.
I
I see
expect
the
big things.
I don't want to let nobody down. I really don't.
Serious sitting here.
So it's so many games to choose from. And it's
Mm-hmm.
so many different games we've played. But of course, like you said, this is really top five for me personally. So I'm just gonna go with my
Mm-hmm.
heart, you know, and let you know how I feel about it. So
Yeah.
my number five, man, has to be a one and a two because there's two of them. So I have to
Oh,
put them together.
no,
But
that's
Last
how
of
it's gonna
Us,
be. Ah.
the Last of Us series, on PlayStation, not even probably. I know is is one of the greatest stories to ever be told in a video game.
I remember you
And
were getting quite
I don't
emotional.
yeah, and I don't even want to say narrow it down as a video game. It's just one of the greatest stories ever, man. And
Oh,
it's emotional,
oh,
but the game is great. The
okay.
games are great, bro. So like I have to give them credit. Naughty Dog, shout out Naughty Dog. Yeah, Last of Us 1 and 2, man.
Damn.
2 had me damn. One, they both had me in tears. I'll just say that.
You were getting to be quite a bit of a wreck at periods during number 2 there, sir. You made me want to play. I haven't played them, but I have to get one first,
It's
obviously. So
really they're good games, man. But I'm gonna
I've
tell you
never heard. I
this
haven't heard a
much, bro.
bad thing.
I beat it and I uninstalled it. Me and my brother, we just
I
beat it
remember.
and uninstalled it.
Yeah, I remember that you were like, I can't wait to beat this game. Get rid of this game.
We're done. We're done, man.
It was fun.
I don't want to have to relive that, man.
It
It's
must.
a fun game, but nah.
Damn, see, it must have been a really good game if it puts you in that much of an emotional spot, though, too. You know what I mean? If you're feeling it, you
Yeah,
got feeling for the people and stuff. Damn.
man. Great stuff, man, for real. So they have to make my list,
Uh,
1 and 2, man.
that's a good one. I had forgotten about them. 'Cause I haven't played them, but I have not heard a bad thing ever. And I
Yeah, I
definitely
mean,
want to get
if
in
you
it.
get a chance
I
to, man,
watched
if you
you.
get a chance to. Yeah, yeah. It was bad. It was bad. I know.
It was good for some of us. We were enjoying the watching. That was
Oh, bro, so close to just breaking out like a little
that was
girl.
funny, man. That was funny. Uh, but that's how you know it's a good game, though. That's how you know.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
all right, my
Emotional.
I can't. My number
Y-
five is not
Yeah.
nearly as serious as yours. I ain't gonna lie to you. Nah, but
It doesn't have to be. It
it
doesn't
was
have to be.
it's a great game, but I wish they would do a new one. There's been plenty of time and opportunities, bro. And my number five is Army of
It was
Two.
at this moment that he knew he
Oh,
fucked up.
okay, okay, okay. I respect it. I
Hello
respect it.
there.
I respect it.
Damn, see.
Yeah. Mm.
I
I'm
love that there was like dynamics in that game that you really they were like the first of their kind, like the back to back shooting with your teammates. You know, you're getting in a circle back to back, getting attacked in a circle. And that was one of the first of its kind. The hovering the walls had just like come out. You know, the little movement from going from side to side, and
man.
so
You
like
are not lying. It was
it,
really fun.
you could customize your armor, upgrade. It was one of those
Exactly.
kind of first games you can do some of those things, like for the first person shooters and third
Oh
person shooters
my
like that.
God.
So
My
like
boy
that,
said Aria too. I
dude.
like it.
Yeah, my brother and I got that, beat it first day, and went back. It's one of those where we actually played it again, like did the harder difficulty, try to do some of the side stuff and more complete it. But like that game was super fun, and the weapons you could bling them out, bro. You have gold on your gun and stuff, be bling bling.
Forgot about that,
That's
bro. I
you could,
forgot
bro.
about that.
That shit was dope. It was like the camos in Call of Duty, along with, but
And my
like,
brother played
but the
through that
bling
as
bling.
well, man.
Oh, there was some fun like mechanics that they brought to a game that you like hadn't really seen before, or at least not mainstream, and that
Right.
like I
They
tried and
made
had
it
so
work.
much fun. And I really they've been remaking a whole bunch of stuff, and I really hope somehow they decide to remake it or bring
Y'all
it
hear
back.
my boy, man. Come on
That'd
with the
be
Army of Two, man.
I think they would do pretty well. Like I mean, every other remake's doing really well. So I freaking
I know I
love
would
that
get it.
game.
For
Yeah,
real.
I thought it was a blast. It was like it was.
That's what it was made for too. Like that's what it was designed for you to get it, play it with your homie, and
Mm-hmm.
just have fun.
Have
And they
fun,
nailed it, man.
dude.
They
They did.
nailed it.
Some of the missions were super fun, going from through city to city. It was just a the story was really fun. And, I mean, it was kind of goofy, but I mean, it
It
was.
was
I
the
don't know. I
right
had a
tone. It
blast.
was the right
Had a
tone for,
blast.
you know what I'm saying, having fun with your homies. So, like
Mm-hmm.
I said, I remember it too, man. Like it,
That game was
yeah.
a blast.
I'm not mad at you on that one at all, bro.
Couldn't help. Like, yeah.
That
Yeah.
definitely threw me for a loop, though. that's,
Yeah. Nice.
that's what's
Uh-huh.
up, man. That's what's up
I had to
for
get you
real.
on that one. All right.
Ah, shoot.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we moving on then, huh?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Number
What's,
four.
what you
Let's
got?
see what we got here, man. Hmm. I'm a little surprised that I chose uh this game in particular, but I was telling you earlier that it has a lot to do with like not only the game being great, just what's happening around you personally, and like in your life and how things are, just happening, and whether they're
Yeah.
good or bad, it
I feel
that's how I usually tie my video games to, you know,
you're
how
enjoying
well
stuff a
I
lot
actually
more when you're having
like
a good.
like the game could be
Yeah.
great, bro, but if, everything else sucks, then it doesn't really work.
Yeah. I feel you.
So,
Totally. Totally.
on me saying that, Mass Effect 2,
Oh. Okay.
it was a really weird time for us,
Oh,
if
really?
I'm being honest. If I'm being honest, it was a really weird time for us,
When
man. We
was
had
that?
the Xbox 360.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
back
it was
when I
that
was.
generation. It
Mm-hmm.
was that
Mm-hmm.
generation. And
It's not a new one.
I'm not gonna get into details, but it wasn't the greatest. But I can tell you this much, man. What made it great or made it fun was this game, man. Was having this game to go to and play.
Okay.
And like I said, I have an older brother, and me and him pretty much play a lot of the same stuff. So me and would just, talk about the game. And it was Mass Effect is story driven, and you can choose different paths,
Oh,
depending
okay.
on what you say and things like
All
that.
right, all right.
So we was always discussing, what happened on your playthrough and what
What
happened,
happened?
like
What just you
it
could
was a
compare
yeah,
each other and stuff like that.
it was a good dynamic we had, man. And
Did you guys have different paths that you ended up taking?
yes,
Uh,
because Mass Effect 2 has it where you build your team, and the last mission you basically like people are gonna die, you know. Like because people can die
yeah,
along the way too.
yeah.
You
Of
can
course,
lose
and
your
then lose
people.
them and stuff. Damn, that's always
Yeah,
fucked
I
up.
believe so. But uh you
Messed up.
basically like the last mission is yeah, like depending on the choices you made, people can die.
Damn,
For real.
that
And
always sucks.
I lost
Oh
three of my
no,
people. I think I lost
bro,
three of
come
my
on,
people. I
man,
lost two or three of my people, man. And
come on,
Black Hand
bro.
got away with all of his people, man.
Oh,
And I
you
was
let
so
him do
upset
that,
about that.
bro. Damn, he knew.
So upset.
He probably never gonna let you live that down.
I'll never live that down.
You'll never
Like,
let yourself live that down.
no, man. I'm so upset about that still to this day that he got all his
He
people
didn't
out.
lose anybody. Damn.
No, man, he got
Come on, you were
I don't
slacking, bro.
he made the right choices, man. I guess I was slacking, man, for real,
You was
man. And
slacking, bro.
I lost Garrus. I think I
Damn.
lost Jack.
R.I.P. R.I.P.
Man, and I love those are if you know that game, bro, these are beloved characters, bro. These are characters that people love, man.
That's
They're
funny.
good characters. So yeah, it hurt, but Mass Effect 2
All right, all right. Damn. Okay.
on 360, yeah, it was fun, man. It was a great
Okay.
time.
All right. So you're talking about time in life, and that kind of works out for my number four here too. Like it's just
Full circle.
this just so happens to be. It was really hard for me to choose one particular sports game. I'm not gonna lie, and so we went with a year. Thank you for giving the idea. We definitely went with a year, and for me, my number four is gonna be. I guess it's 2004, 2005, so it's kind of 2 years. But it depends on the season. It's
Right.
the year 2004, 2005 with sports games because Madden
Yeah.
'05 with Ray Lewis was an
Yeah.
amazing game. MVP baseball 2005 was one of my
Oh,
favorite baseball games ever. It was amazing. Dude, it's like
okay.
slightly arcadey but super realistic at the same time. You get a couple
Yeah, bro. I was still playing
time in
sports
on that
games then
game
too, so I totally
so
understand.
much. NBA Live 2005 with Carmelo on the cover was 2K was coming, but NBA Live had just came out with the dunk contest and the
Dunk
All Star
contest, yep,
Weekend. You were
yep.
throwing oops off the jumbotron between the legs twice on them. Hit the double. You were getting behind the
My
back.
blood pressure going up over here,
Oh,
bro.
doing cartwheels and shit, bro. I mean, I mean,
Those were
they that year,
beautiful
there's
years, man.
so many great games that year for the sports,
People
and
still
those like I couldn't choose one of them.
it was still competition for people. That's what it was. So we
Yeah,
had choices.
yes, that's true,
And I believe that's what really, like I
man.
don't I,
Sports options back in the day
I
used to
don't
be
I'm not
there.
sure if they was still making the college games then, but
I think so.
when we had those, there was, like we had options, man,
Mm-hmm.
and it was nice to have
Oh,
options.
for
Now
real,
it's
dude.
definitely,
Pretty sure
not the
NCAA
same.
'05, NCAA
Man,
football and basketball
bro,
were pretty
bro,
good games if I
come on,
remember correctly
man.
too. So that year, I don't know what it was, but sports games got it right. Like I don't know if they all had a conference and a meeting and worked together, but like they
Man,
had they out
man,
they had done it right.
you ain't lying though, for real.
There was new features that were fun, that worked, that didn't like goof up the game, that didn't like and
Isn't that the time the hit stick came around too?
yeah, it was Ray Lewis on the cover, bro. It was the hit stick. I think it was the birth of the hit stick was that year, I believe, and it's still one of their
The
biggest features to
and the
this
hit
day.
stick, man.
I'm pretty sure. That's
Hell yeah. Yes,
legend.
bro.
So that
I'm with you. I'm with you.
I
I'm
couldn't
with you on that
choose.
one.
There's even another couple sports games that are like high on the list for me that are like really hard to choose. But like for one year alone, I think '05 was one
Yeah.
of, if
And
not the best years for sports game.
I think a lot of people, if they was, like if they're around our age, yeah, and you play sports games, I think a lot of people would agree.
I
For
was,
real. It was just a good
it's a
time,
good time.
for real.
It was a good time. Listen,
I remember playing. Oh man, yeah, I remember plenty of days on them damn games, especially that Madden.
put so much time in, so many fantasy drafts, so many things done in those games. Yeah, damn, careers played.
Like I said, my dad even played that Madden,
Uh,
man. He went so far into his career, it was just nothing but creative
Creative
people.
players, see that's, but you could do that. Like if people were, you could, like the game like kept up and like kept it like not like
Ridiculous.
it wouldn't get goofy. A lot of games when you get that far down the road, it gets kind of silly. And, it gets like
Bro,
players get like overpowered or nothing, and it's
I
they
think
kept
that
it
man
going.
might have hit the cap where it was like, okay,
They
bro, you
cut it
can't
off.
go. That's it.
Like, bro,
So,
we don't even have anything anymore, dog.
yeah, it's like, bro, we have nothing else to show you, man. Find another game, bro.
That's funny. There's sports games though. I can't remember which NCAA it is. I'm blanking. I think it's early 2000s. There's early 2000 NCAA basketball game that people are still playing to this day because they're
Bro,
still releasing classes. The recruiting is so good and in depth. Like some of those sports
man,
games that have been on
I
point.
had my creative guy with the UIC Flames, man, out there in the shy, man. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like, come on,
Yeah,
bro.
like
I remember
yeah,
this.
yeah. So, all right. Well, that's our sport. That's your sports for the day, everybody.
Damn, I just exposed myself, huh? Yes,
Oh
I
yeah,
do
you
like
are a
sports.
sports fan. Yeah, uh-huh.
Yes,
The side of Jamie the others don't see sometimes. The
I
nerd,
know,
sports
man.
nerd,
I
as
know,
opposed to just the
man. It's
game nerd, the
weird.
sports nerd. And you
It's
can be
weird.
both. Shit,
I, I
you're
choose to be both because I like
exactly,
sports.
exactly. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong
But
with that.
yeah, man,
But
I feel you.
what you got for me on the number three though?
Number three,
Let's see what
bro.
the game. Let's get the game nerd back out. Come on.
Once again, another hitter. I don't care what nobody say. This is
Okay.
the top all time game of all time, man. Top tier all time game of all time.
Okay. Okay.
And it, I was making a I had like a side job then when this game came out.
Okay.
I was babysitting if I'm not mistaken. And I had like another little kid. But this is another game that, it was it I remember life vividly around this time. And this game is BioShock. And
Ah.
what really sticks out to me about this game uh, is I remember this was like I said, this is a while ago. So
Yes.
we used to still get the magazines, and
Ah.
me and my brother would
Dude.
we seen like previews of this game before it came out. And we was reading the article like, bro, this we can't
You
wait type
can't.
stuff.
That was a huge game when it was coming out. The
Bro,
build
man,
up
they
for
had
that
so
was
many
huge.
spreads and that about that game in magazine. Like it was a big hype game, and we was all waiting for it, and it delivered, man. Man, that game is it. The atmosphere is surreal, creepy,
Hmm.
and it's just it's a city underwater basically
Okay.
that nobody knew
Knew
existed.
existed.
That
Oh
some
wow.
crazy rich man went and built, and it's like back in like the 1950s,
Oh shit. All right.
60s type stuff. Bro, it's so good, man. The
Damn.
atmosphere is so good because they played a creepy. It might even be like 30s. I want to say like 30s,
Damn.
40s.
Holy shit.
But they play old music, and
That's
it's
got.
just
Dude, that old
so,
music be creepy, isn't it? When they
bro.
be in
It
there,
was
shit be
so good,
creepy.
bro, and it creeped the hell
That's.
out of me. It was not the game was good, but I do remember I was babysitting one time, and I had just got the game, bro. It was the first day. I just got the game, man. I'm like, bro, uh, I guess you have to stay the night here or whatever. We used to that. It's my little dude. We cool.
Mm.
He laying down. I turned the game on, started playing, and like a few minutes later, he was like, can you play this later? He's like, can you turn that off? Basically, I started rolling, bro. I was
That's
floored,
funny.
bro.
That's funny.
I got
It
it.
was too
I
much,
got
bro.
him though
It was
because it
too
was a
much.
creepy game. It was a
Damn.
creepy game, bro, for real. And I
All
was
right.
waiting for it to get dark so I could play it. So
Damn.
yeah,
They have to. Yeah, you gotta play those in the dark, man. It just adds
but
to the whole. Damn. You scaring the kids, bro. You scaring the
I
children.
know, man.
And
I
people
know.
think you a
So
nice guy. You out here scaring the children.
oh, it's just BioShock. You know what I'm saying, man? Let me play a little BioShock, bro. You lay
No, you
down.
got. Hey, can you play that later?
He's like, yeah, can you play that later? I never forget that, bro. It was so funny. But yeah, bro, BioShock is my number three,
Damn.
man.
Okay. All right.
Stupid dope game.
Yeah, definitely heard it. Remember hearing so many crazy good things about that game, especially when it was coming out. Um,
I
there's a
man,
lot of build up for
I
that.
still want a BioShock tattoo. Like I have one in my but yeah, bro,
Damn.
it's such a good game.
All right, bet. I got, I got a big one for number three too. I got a big one, and uh, I think honestly you'll think this is a really big one too, because if you don't like this game, I don't know if I want to not talk to you much. No, but my number three is God of War. Yeah, they,
Okay.
it's
Okay.
just an
Okay.
amazing game. The free world when the newest one with they introduced Atreus, you get to know the family story more. The story is amazing throughout the whole thing. There's so many different things you can do. It's hard as
It's hard as rocks,
it's hard.
hard as bricks, bro.
Man, I don't know. The whole just being able to go around the map, explore the newest one, or well, I guess Ragnarok's gonna be the newest one now, which
Yep.
uh, but like being able to just go around, do what the missions that you wanted at the time, and do this, connect all the stories
Such
together and
a
explore.
beautifully crafted game, man.
Beautiful scenery, the whole thing. And then, not to mention the Valkyries.
Oh yeah, also yeah, man. Shout out to my boy Crazy, man.
One of the
He did all the
hardest
Valkyries, man.
things,
Some stuff that a lot of people don't do,
one of
including
the
me.
hardest
So
things
shout out
ever.
to you, man. Shout
Those
out to you, bro.
Valkyries on the hardest difficulty will make you want to hurt things that are holy, and yeah.
I synced it. I watched him.
That
I
game,
watched him.
that game was amazing though. I mean,
Oh man.
it would be so hard to turn it off when you'd be in the middle of playing. Like you wouldn't want to stop.
I'm glad you mentioned that because it almost I almost put that at number five for my over Last of Us.
Oh
Yeah,
really?
because that's another game that had me
Uh,
uh emotional. Like
that's
if
true.
I was telling somebody while I was streaming it, like if I personally had a recently like lost my mother, I
Hmm.
would have cried. I would have sobbed at that game. I would have been in
Oh for
tears.
sure. Oh for sure.
Like it was such a emotionally, like charged
Oh yeah.
story on top of it being super badass, man.
Super badass. Well, that's
It's like
because
how do you do that, man?
it's
Such a good mix.
it's crazy how they gelled it together. If you ask me, because you've got
It's incredible.
the family Atreus trying to grow up, and like yeah,
S-
like Kratos trying to learn how to be a dad, but
Exactly,
he's also just
man.
like a super tactical murder killing machine
We
when he
know where
wants
he
to be.
came
Like we
from.
know where he
Now he
came
has a
from.
child.
Now he's trying to teach him the ways of him essentially, but also ends up learning so much from his son. Like more humanity
Man.
a little essentially. Some more feelings, some more. Yeah.
So I love the story they told in that game, bro.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so many different stories
That
they told too.
exactly. The whole
'Cause-
mythology thing to me has always been super interesting. On top of it, You know,
Yeah, man.
like Greek,
Yeah,
any, I don't, it doesn't matter which mythology, just mythology from
exactly.
around the world has always been super interesting to me. And so
Exactly.
like
Me too, man. Me too. My favorite
it just
story is the Odyssey.
see, that you talk about mythology. That's I mean,
It's my favorite story,
it's an
man. So I
amazing.
get you, bro.
Yeah.
I get
So
you.
so
But let's not forget spoilers for spoilers.
oh shit,
But like I said, they told a lot of stories. We did end somebody's kid. We murdered somebody's kid.
did yes, that's
So
facts.
she's very upset about that. So
Not happy, not happy.
yes. So yeah, Ragnarok, let's go.
Let's go,
November, let's
can't wait.
go.
See
Tune
all
in to
that,
our
man.
channels, y'all,
Yeah, yeah,
man.
gonna
We
be
definitely
will
go.
be streaming.
We'll be
Will
streaming
be
it.
streaming that for sure. You will see a lot of rage out of me. I can get.
And at this moment, if I'm being honest, man, you are the God of War because you did the Valkyrie. So man,
Man, those
God
Valkyries,
of War,
dude,
bro.
you. I can't believe you didn't do those Valkyries. That someday, bro, you should do on stream. I'm telling you,
Somebody
man.
said that
Before
the
it
other
comes
day,
out,
man.
bro, you've got a
It's
month
I have a
or two
couple
months,
months.
couple months, yeah, a
Yeah, I have
couple
a couple
months.
months. We'll see what happens, man.
Come
We'll
on,
see what
man.
happens.
If give them a try. Maybe don't do the hardest difficulty. I mean, it's kind of more
Mm,
fun, but it's
Put
kind
it
of.
like this. Put it like this. If we get more than just a couple people asking, because this has definitely been, I want to say, the second person that said something
And
about it.
I've been pushing you to
I
do it
get
for a
maybe
long
if I
time.
get maybe one more person to say
I'm
something
gonna get
about it
somebody
and
to
want
say
me to do
something.
it, then I'll do it.
I'm gonna get somebody to say something. I'm gonna be asking Static and Malicious and
Yeah,
Rag
they're
and
just gonna say it just
everybody.
to say it to have man.
Just
No,
to,
don't
yeah.
do that, bro. Don't do
No, you should,
that. All
man.
right. Anyways, bro.
All right, bet. Oh, well, it's up
Yeah.
to you now, bro. With the number two, bro.
Number deuce, bro. This is where it get tight. This is where it get tight at, man.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
it, so many different games, correct? So many different games that I could have just threw on this list and be like, okay, I'm fine with that, man.
I feel you. I feel you.
Uh, but I have to, like I said, I'm going on my heart, and uh, hmm, one and two to me was the hardest because I had to
Uh,
figure out. Uh, I've had a favorite game for a long time, and then a new favorite game came along, and I didn't really think about it till I thought about the hours I put in.
mhm.
So really, I'm going on statistics.
Statistics. This is how you're gonna decide. Hey, well, that's a good way
This
to
how I
make a
decide. Yeah,
decision.
this how I
That's a
decide. This
hey,
how I
that's a good
decide.
way to if they're equal in like the heart and the mind, then you got to go to the stats, right? You
I
got
have to.
you got to
I
go.
got to. So my number two is Final Fantasy Tactics. A
Uh,
lot of people don't know about this game. A lot of people. It's a very niche game
okay,
because what how to like, you ever seen like the role playing games where you move your character a few
of
spaces
course,
and you
yeah,
do
yeah, yeah,
and you do a little attack and
yeah,
you try to it's like a chessboard type
yeah,
game and
yeah. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
it's one of those
Oh, okay.
and I have to shout out my boy PTSD Stewie aka
Ah,
Gride.
great.
uh I was at my cousin's house one day and he was playing it. I'm like, bro, what the hell is this? And he's like, "This Final Fantasy Tactics, PlayStation OG, great PlayStation."
OG PlayStation.
Yes.
Wow.
Uh,
Okay, I didn't know it was that far back.
yeah, yeah. So I
Damn.
asked him what it was. He told me, and I basically was like, "Bro, you gotta let me borrow this game." Like whenever I leave, I need to, hold this down.
Oh, is that it?
And
There it is. Hey, there it is. OG. Look at the game, man. Look at that. It had the black back. Is that what I saw? Wow. Or is the oh, you don't see that often, bruh. Ooh.
this is
Still
my
work? Does it still work?
shit me. I don't know. It's pretty scratched up.
Hell,
I got
man,
it in this.
you got
I
it in the
got it in
system
this
and
old
it's
PlayStation 2 over here. I got a PlayStation 1, but I don't know if that one worked. But I got a PlayStation 2 over here. I just need cords. But yeah, I still got this game because that's
nice.
how much I love this game.
Dude, that's dope. That's super dope.
I played it so I replayed it so many times
Yeah.
to the point where like you get capped out at 99 and I think your level starts to drop after that, but it's still like you still level up, but it
Oh,
just
okay.
goes a different way.
Oh, okay, okay.
And crack one time I got to I let's just say I I saved over the wrong file.
Oh,
Yeah.
memory card days, bro.
Exactly. Exactly. A lot of people don't remember these, but yeah,
God,
I
memory
saved,
card
saved
days,
over the
bro.
wrong file, and basically I started over.
I learned a trick to. Oh, damn. There's a trick to undo those when you do the save.
I
I
did
learned.
not.
You didn't
I
know.
was still
So,
in a child. I didn't know
yeah.
anything about internet. Really wasn't a
No,
huge
it wasn't.
thing.
I
I
know.
didn't know.
I just learned this trick relatively recently. That's the thing.
That's what I'm
There's a
saying.
trick that you could
So,
undo the
bro.
delete.
I
I didn't
didn't,
know that until recently.
man. But I always thought it was a myth that it was that you would go back down because my cousin told me about it. So that's really why I wanted to get to that high.
Yeah.
So I did it again. And there's like certain things you can do in the game where you can like steal enemies' weapon. Like you can get stuff that you can miss basically.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do that. Like I wanted to get everything.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
replayed it a lot, bro. You can change jobs. It, bro,
Okay.
it, it's definitely a
It's crazy this was made back in the in PlayStation days, so it's
I'm
probably
telling
what
you,
a
bro.
'90s game, maybe early thousands.
Exactly, bro. Exact 90s
Yeah,
for sure.
that's crazy.
And yeah, bro. And I was on those menus, a
Damn,
nerd for menus back then, bro, for real.
that's
So
funny. That's funny. Hey man, those
yeah,
are
man.
you still love games like that or similar to that too. So
Yeah,
like with
man.
building
That's
and
why
doing a lot of customizing and this that. So
yeah,
hey,
man. So I just
it's
have to like that's where it came from.
as I
Games
say, you
like
get
that.
giving credit. I love it. I love it. I love it.
But
Damn.
yeah, bro. It's a very
Okay,
niche game, but it's my darling,
I
man.
like it.
As
I
you
like
can
it.
see.
Say, okay, so we're going. You got way back in the day for your number two. My
Yeah,
number
man.
two is much newer. It came to, actually it definitely came to me at a perfect time too. I didn't honestly think about that much until right now. Like you were talking about things coming to you at the right time. Like
Right.
I I, I didn't really start playing this game or get on it until I had the house fire, and so I didn't even think about that really until right now. It was number two before I thought about that. But yeah, number two for me, Apex Legends. I fucking as mad and as upset as that game makes me at times. It's one of my favorite games of all time by far.
I
I
gotta
love
get
that game.
Apex. They can for real. I gotta give them that credit, man. I've been there
I,
since the
I,
beginning too.
I love the game. The characters, the ability. There's also the lore has been super interesting and I kept going throughout the whole thing. There's been, of course, I've been annoyed with stuff, but that's just how games are. You know what I mean? That's how you
Right.
know you like love a game when you get to know that there's things that they do that you're like, this is stupid. You know, keep it this. And yeah, along with it coming around at a time,
I
you
can
know,
I can
I'm
so
some of my
be a
closest friends I've met on that game that I know. You know,
man,
you
I
know.
could be a witness to that too, man. My boy is
So
on it. And I missed the lore. He's like, bro, did you
did you
see it?
watch? Did you watch the video?
Did you if you didn't, let me give you the scoop. Bro, I can be a witness. He
Oh,
loves him some Apex Legends, man, for real. And
I,
not just the game, he loves all of that shit, man.
oh
So
yeah, I freaking I don't know. Yeah, it's just a game that I freaking like I said, it makes me very very mad sometimes, but I also enjoy it and love the game more than most other games. Clearly, it's number two for me.
yeah, man, it's a beautiful game if I'm being honest, because
Yeah,
like I said, I've been there since the beginning and I still play it too.
yeah.
So
I can
yeah.
there's always gonna people are always gonna be mad because there's gonna be some sort of unbalance or something that's a little OP and this and that. But yeah, it's really hard to keep that many characters with that many abilities perfectly balanced at all times and stuff like that and weapons. So like I commend all the those kind of games, like battle royales, especially for trying to keep things as
Man,
balanced as possible, like all of them. But like
man.
for Apex,
I don't think it's easy. I do not
no,
think it's easy.
no. So
Matter of fact, I know it's not.
no, definitely not. It like the personalities and the characters, the gameplay. Again, just can't say. I can't personally say enough. I do
I
really
was
enjoy me some
I
Apex.
was just talking to somebody about this. My brother actually, because we was trying to figure out like, bro, think about that. How many characters do they have now? Because
They're
we,
close to 20, I think.
yeah, yeah.
Or close to it, probably.
Because he was there in the
Yep.
beginning as well, and we were discussing back when the game first started. We were just looking like,
It was like 8.
look at all those empty spots that they have. Like they're gonna fill those out. And now they have so many characters. And really, my question is, how many more are there gonna be?
They've said that they don't think that the character pool is flooded, so they're planning on adding more
I'm
as far as
all
they
for
know.
it.
They're
I am
as from what I
all
know.
for it too, man. Because
As
to
long as
be
they can
honest with
keep
you,
them, as long as they can keep it kind of fresh and interesting. Like I don't want them to be
exactly.
overlapping a bunch of like abilities and this and that. It's like,
Right,
well,
right,
that
exactly,
like
exactly.
you know, but I'm totally all for it if they can
Yeah, if
bring out
you
new
make some
fun.
original ideas,
Oh, please.
let's go.
Heck yeah, because that's what keeps. That's one of the things that, like we were talking about, that games you couldn't do back in the old days. You couldn't update and change and add and this and that to like the Final Fantasy and those that we were talking about and this and
True.
that. Like now, you the whole game can be updated for everybody
I
in the middle of
agree.
it. They can add stuff, take
Yeah,
stuff out,
man.
change stuff, like, and
What's
it's
what's
amazing.
on that disc is what's on that disc,
That's it.
and that's
That's it.
it.
That's it. Unless they make like a whole new version to put out later that you can buy separately, that's a
Right.
separate thing. That disc is that disc. That's it. No,
For real, man. So yeah, I like where games are now. For real.
dude. Oh, such a long way. Isn't it crazy how long
I
they've come in the time that like we've been alive, and
just
even
and
just the
just
past couple of years, honestly.
think about this too, man. All the free to play games. We
Mm-hmm.
didn't have that back in the day.
Oh yeah. Before we move
We
on,
had demo disc,
yeah. Oh the demo discs. You get like
but
you got
like
so excited for the demo, and then you get cut off right in the middle of your mission. Like, yeah, you're gonna
I
buy
still
the
I s-
game.
it's still games I have to go by, and be like, man, that one that was on the demo disc
Oh, the demo. Yeah. Okay.
because I never got it.
And before we do move on, though, I have to. I said there was gonna be one piece of information that I didn't want to reveal.
Oh Lord.
It's about Apex, and we talked about free to play games, and yeah, I've spent over $1,000 on Apex. At least, yeah, minimum,
I'm gonna be
minimum,
respawn right now.
minimum.
We thank you for your services,
Yeah,
and
you do.
we
Yeah,
appreciate
you
you,
do.
man.
I bet you do. I bet you do.
Keep playing our game.
Keeps keep buying those heirlooms.
You are definitely
I
one
have
of their
spent.
favorite people, no doubt.
Yeah, I'm sure I am. I'm
I'm pretty
sure I
sure
am.
yeah, I'm pretty sure at some point in time,
When it comes to
on
not
some
professionals and stuff like
numbers,
that, I've
yeah,
got to be
exactly.
rather high on their list.
BTG crazy.
I've got to be rather high on their list of,
They're like,
hey, we like this guy.
damn,
This guy, he knows.
he go in, but bro, don't look. Different strokes for different folks, for
Hey,
real. And I feel like if you want to, and you're not putting
nope,
yourself out, you're not starving,
nope.
go right the hell ahead.
My birthday presents
Buy
for
as
myself are
many
usually like
Apex
an
coins
Apex.
as you
Yeah.
want. Yeah,
it's,
buy as many Apex coins as you like,
it's
bro.
usually like an Apex thing or some shit.
I could also be a witness to that. He has like all the skins for like
Uh,
every
Yeah, I've got almost all the heirlooms. Yeah, I only need.
Man,
I'm sitting
boy
on
go in.
shards. Yeah,
My boy's sitting on them, man. A
yeah,
jar of heirloom.
yeah.
Lord.
They got me. But hey, if we're talking about money spent on a game, 2K is probably way more. But
Right.
uh, but for a free to
Yeah.
play game, yeah, they got me. All right,
Yeah.
you know, they got me. Okay, guys, like I said, they got me at the right time. Got me. Now we're gonna move. We're
They
gonna
made
move.
a.
We can leave. We can leave. Leave the money.
I'm so glad you revealed that because I didn't know what you was talking about, bro. I did not know what you was talking about. I'm so glad, bro. It's
Yeah.
okay, man. It's okay. If I could give you a hug, I would, bro. It's cool, man. You ain't got to be ashamed of that, man. You ain't got to be
Yeah.
ashamed of that. Do your thing, bro. Love your game, man. For real.
I say it's as proof. Yeah.
Facts, big facts. Are we going by statistics?
Statistics.
So, all right,
Yeah.
all right, bro.
Yeah, so you
This is come on.
take me away from the money, man. Take me. Let's go to a happier place away from where my money is going.
We're going. We
Go to
going
your
there,
number
bro.
one
We
here.
traveling. We
Hit me.
traveling there, man. We traveling to the big one too, man. Number one, number uno. This it's probably not even a secret. You know,
If this
I
isn't
know
your
you know.
number one, I'm gonna be very. I don't know. I don't think I'll.
Right,
I won't trust your list if this isn't your
right,
number one. To be
right.
totally honest, I'll be like, he didn't take this
I already know.
seriously.
Right, I already know, man. We know this. We all know that. People that know me know this. I have been around since 2000, no, 2014 beta.
Day one beta.
I remember when they was announcing this game, man. I was there. I was excited. We was like, holy shit, this is gonna be tight. Oh my God, bro.
Bro.
It's 2022
Still
and
going.
I'm still playing this game.
Regularly.
Different, you know,
Mm-hmm.
I guess, but
It wouldn't.
same game. Same game, bro. They
It
was
would.
forced to make it a two. They was forced to make it a two, if I'm being honest. But Destiny, man. It's Destiny. It's Destiny. Everybody knows that, man. You can look around my setup. I got Gaul. I got the Ghost. I got the
You
Destiny
got
mug,
the
bro. Like
mug.
bro, like I got the K book over here. I got the, bro. This is my game, bro. This
If
is my game,
like
man.
like I said, if it wasn't your number one, I wouldn't have thought you
I
took
knew
this list
exactly,
seriously.
exactly. And that's and if I'm like I said, if I'm being honest with myself, it is my favorite game of all time.
I feel
I've
that.
I've met so many people. It got me into streaming. It
Ah,
uh to I wasn't streaming when I first started playing Destiny at all. But the fact that I was having so much fun with other people, random people that
yeah.
I just met and we just developed friendships and like, yeah, let's run this or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Uh I know there's a lot of faults with Destiny, y'all. Don't get me wrong. I know it is. It's a
That's
lot of
every
stuff
game,
that,
bro. It's every
yeah,
game.
man, it's a lot of
Excuse me.
things that's not perfect with it, for sure. But I can tell you, I'll be
The
real.
the game will never be perfect for you because you'll all it's because you love it so much. You always want more and can always see it way better, in my opinion.
Always, man. Always, man. But I can honestly say this in my heart of hearts, bro. I'm glad I chose Destiny.
Yeah. And what?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a
That's.
lot of different games I could have ended up playing as
Mm-hmm.
like a stream or just like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
just over the years.
Yep.
But I'm glad I chose Destiny and I'm glad I stuck with it
Yeah.
because they pretty much delivered time uh every time the community was ready for some shit. And we might have had to wait a little bit, but they delivered every time, bro. Every time. It's sometimes they'll hit a low, with like a DLC or whatever, and it's like, oh man, like it's really, the game we want type stuff. But then they'll hit you with the big one, and
Yeah.
you be like, okay, no, this is the game we want. So like I said, it's been like that since 2014. They
Okay.
always do it, man.
Uh,
Bungie I don't know what kind of stuff they do in a company. Like the people they got making their games, man.
mhm.
It's just magic because they always find a way to make new stuff and get us excited, man. For real. It's always something new and it's become so huge now that it's hard for me to explain to my new friends and uh like even certain activities I don't do because like you have to have like certain group and all of that. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's just it's a huge game that really rewards your patience, I would say.
All right.
If you patient with it, man, and you like games like that, it'll reward you in a really good way because you can build a guardian that feels like, like bro, I'm out here wrecking type stuff.
Yeah.
And it pretty much feels like uh it's your own creation. They give you the tools, you craft your own self basically.
Yeah, dude. That there is so much fun, so much work that goes into that game, especially when you're playing like hardcore and going through it.
I
That
love it. Like I said, I love the menus. Like I said, I'm a sucker for getting in the numbers and figuring out stuff. So
facts, facts.
uh yeah, it's great for me, man. Not only is it a shooter,
Sure.
which I love, which I didn't used to. That's another story.
Nah.
But I love shooters, and now it's that and the RPG at the same time. So
Yeah,
it's my two favorite worlds combined, man.
that game. Yeah, dude. That's the. I I honestly wish I would have got into it earlier because I could,
It,
I would do because there's so much fun stuff. There's so many different things you can do, and
but
there's stuff.
yeah,
But
and it's a lot, man. It's a
if you get,
lot.
unfortunately, if you get behind, it's hard to get back caught up.
It's a lot, man. And they trying to, like I said, they always trying to. It's one. That's been a biggest problem.
hmm
It's
But
been
they've
a
been
one of their
working on it
biggest
a ton
problems.
recently, though. They made it free, play like free to play. They've been adding like this and that other stuff. Like they've been
I'm hope
doing a lot of work towards trying to
they
make.
got a new
You know what I mean?
system that'll be out next year, and I'm hoping to God, I am hoping to God that it actually works.
Yeah.
They're like trying to do new people step by step
Okay.
type stuff, like go do this, go do that, and
That'd be
kind of like
that'd be helpful.
you know
hmm
tell you where to go and what to do, so you
hmm
can learn the systems.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel you.
That's
Totally.
what they need. So
Yeah.
yeah, I can nerd out for hours about my
Yeah.
game.
Yeah. Totally. Hey, I wanted to let you go a little, especially. Like I said, gaming is a big one, and like it's a huge, huge thing for especially all of us as a community. Like, and my number one is real big for me, just like this was for you. Like
Right.
I want to make sure that you got a full chance to get your number one. Is there anything else
Oh
though? Are
yeah,
you good?
man.
So
I just want to shout out
on
the
the
lore people too, man.
yeah,
They have to work really hard.
true.
It's stupid amount of lore in this game.
Yeah.
Like
hmm
it's so much so that I couldn't even begin to tell you how much.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you.
It's
Dude,
so much, bro.
because
And
I've
it's so deep. It's
yeah.
so deep. It goes back so deep, bro. Like
But
it's
that's
good, but it's deep.
and it has to be. You said it was 2014, and it's been
Yeah, man. And
eight
it's like you
years
have to
plus, and
read a
there's
lot of that
still.
stuff too.
But that's the thing. They have it has to be good and stuff if they're going to be able to keep people playing it and interested in the lore going on. Because as much as a lot of people don't want to think about it, like lore and story is super important in a game. Like a lot of
Man, it really is. It really
There,
is.
don't get me wrong. There's a bunch of people that can play games without watching the lore and stuff like that. But those are just usually
Right.
competitive like gamers and stuff like that. Like people who are just I don't know like gamers. I feel like us like I watch all the cutscenes at least the first time when I'm playing my game. I read all the stuff at least the first time when
Like
I'm
you
playing
said,
my
there's an
game.
audience for it.
There's
We still
yeah,
here.
like yeah, like I'll check all the areas when I'm playing a single player game to make sure I miss nothing like this, that, and the other thing. You know what I
We
mean?
still here,
We'll
man. For
watch
real.
the
I
yeah.
love the lore and Destiny. So yeah, shout
Uh,
out lore people. That's all
yeah,
really I want to
mhm,
say.
yeah. Hey,
For real. They
for
work
real,
hard.
bro. Hey, we talked about it for Apex a lot. For me, the lore is super important and helps you connect with the game more.
Exactly,
If
bro.
you
Keep
can,
me in there.
yeah, you can relate to a game if you can hear the stories of the characters and the people that you're playing with, against, like, are that you are like, you learn your own character's story in the game by through the lore a lot of
So
the time.
dope. So
Yeah,
dope, man.
so I'm with you totally. My number
Yeah,
one
yeah, I need
isn't a
to know
lore.
this.
It's not a
I don't know because I can't guess.
no. My number one. It's not a lore game, but like my number one changed. It made like changed my whole view of gaming. Like I was able to meet it. Like made it a much more online game, and like I was able to meet
Right.
people. It made me realize how much fun and how like you can meet people while gaming and connect with so many people. Because
Yeah.
until I played this game, I was much more of a sports guy, playing with the homies, doing drafts and this and that. I didn't play
Hmm.
online a lot,
This sounds
so
like your destiny.
it kind of is. And hashtag time in on this. This is also another reason it's number one. Is I don't know if I played any game more than I played Call of Duty for Modern Warfare. That's my number one, and it was not even really hard. I that was one of the first I played with at a buddy's house. Played online, and I kind of got lured in with the team deathmatch, the search and destroy, and like I was,
Real
I
to man.
oh dude, it got me. And even before I go to online, like the story to that game was freaking amazing. There's legend there.
Campaign was great.
I've I've watched numerous video. I watched video game lists of top five, all different varieties. I've watched top 10 mission lists from many different YouTube channels and different channels and all around. And Call of Duty 4 has 1 to 2 video missions on most of those lists I've watched. Like there's this the Gillies, the one of the most ultimate sneaky around sniper missions of all time, where you have to
Bro,
sneak
it's
around the
that
whole
shit
map,
was
people walking
fun.
over you, tanks. You have to
Ah,
crawl underneath tanks. You have to like the
ah.
things the bullet curve from those missions. Like there's so the beginning of that the first mission, you jumping from a helicopter onto a tanker boat, fighting on a
That's how you do
tanker
a
as it's starting to
campaign,
sink.
bro.
Like
That's how you do a Call of Duty
that
campaign.
that camp that story was amazing. That was just the beginning for that game to me. The story amazing, and then you get to the online, which is where like I said, bro, I didn't realize
A whole
you
nother
could.
world.
Yeah, I didn't really realize you could. The parties. Yes, those chats were the most toxic in the entire world. If you grew up in those Halo One chats, those Call of Duty chats,
He's like,
those
I
back in the. Oh
apologize
my
for
God,
everything I
you would
said
hear.
because we all
Oh,
was
we
going
was
ham.
all going ham. But you would also, I also met like along with Apex at that time when I was a kid, I was still just like a young teenager just starting. I met the first time I had met like a core group of friends was outside of my real life, like my in
Yeah.
person friends, like school friends. I met such a cool group of people, and I was the kid. Now I'm the 30-year old. Now I'm them. I was the kid at that time, like 13, 14, 15 playing. Bro, I had 20, 30. I had a guy 60 years old we were playing with at the time. Man, he was one of the fucking
That's life
coolest
for you,
people.
man.
Bro,
That's
I,
life.
I aspire to be like that still, like 60 years old, playing game with the homies all the time, like chill. Like
Mm, facts.
it changed. It was
Big
like, bro, it
Fred
made
out here still
yeah, bro.
gaming.
Dude, we were in a clan. We were top ranks in the world. We were all within the top 100 in the world in like most categories in that game. Like we were just grinding together, having fun. Just no, we were, ugh. On top of being really good, we just met so many fun people and had so much. Like, so for me, like that, like without playing that, I would probably never have gotten into like, the Apex. Eventually, the Apexes and the all the other
I
ones that we just mentioned. Like I wouldn't have gotten into those things I've been playing
my
online.
boy, I
Yeah,
totally feel you, bro. I feel you so much
yeah.
that I'm gonna go ahead and say these two things. One, like I said, if you our age and you play games, it don't even matter if you played shooters.
Mm-mm.
you knew about Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Around this, like, bro, you knew that it was popular as hell. You might not even have played it, but that's how much of us was playing it
Yeah.
because it just took over the gaming world. It took over the gaming world, bro.
Mm-hmm.
So Call of Duty, honestly, I get why people like, yeah, they say biggest franchise. Like, yes, yes,
It's
because
huge. It is huge.
yeah, like whatever, like timing, it don't matter, bro. But they changed the world with gaming, bro. Like changed the gaming world, I should say,
They did. It
for
wasn't.
real, bro.
It wasn't always cool to be a gamer. You know.
And number two, bro, this is how I say I feel
Ooh,
you.
what we got?
I have my own Call of Duty
Ooh.
that opened me up like that,
Yeah.
and it was Black Ops.
Black. Oh, such a great
Yeah, bro.
game. A
Me,
great
me a brother, me and me brother.
game.
Holy bro, it was like crack. It was like crack. Wherever we went, we was like, it don't matter what's going on. Is there internet connection? Because we need to play Black Ops.
Mm-hmm.
You could create the little logo and stuff on like,
Yes,
bruh.
sir.
We spent so many hours on
Customize
that
that
damn
logo.
game. And like I said, like you said, and without that game, I wouldn't have played Destiny. I wouldn't have played Apex or any of those other shooters. That
Mm-hmm.
game opened my shooting world up.
Yeah.
In Nuketown,
100%.
bruh, come on,
100%.
man. Like I said, Call of Duty changed the world for a lot of us, man.
Do you
For
remember the
real.
Do you remember the original Nuketown? Everybody, I love Nuketown. Don't get me wrong. Everybody, give credit. No, nobody shout out Shipment, y'all. Shout out
Shut
Shipment.
up. Okay,
You
okay.
Shipment
Yeah,
is
bruh.
Nuketown
Yeah, bruh.
shrunk.
Yeah, bruh.
Shipment
Yeah,
is
bruh.
Nuketown.
Yeah,
You
bruh.
were spawning inside of enemies, bro. You had to spam your knife off grip just to survive. Spawning in the map, bro. You had to
Oh
spam shank
God.
off of. You were like, I'm in an
Oh,
enemy. I'm in an enemy. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him. Shank. And he got you.
oh,
Like
that
ah.
it changed, like you said, it
You're right.
changed the way I even thought about games
Facts.
after that, man, for real.
Facts.
Because after that, I was like, damn, I need to be online and I need to be playing against other players, you know.
Facts.
So it
Dude,
it it changed a lot for me, for real. So
I'm
I
with you.
get you on the Call of Duty, my boy. I
I,
feel you.
I
I hope 100%.
I wouldn't be taking this list seriously if I didn't put that at number one. Like I'm like currently like Apex is probably rapidly approaching, especially because I've met so many like my closest friends now. But I would never. The reason I have to keep Call of Duty up is because I would never have like kept playing online gaming like that. I don't think I
Right.
would have been playing with the homies and doing sports gaming and drafting and stuff like that. Like that was much more of what I was doing like at that time. I was playing sports game, fucking Guitar Hero. You know what I mean?
Through that,
You
bro.
know,
See,
and
I
that
man, exactly. We was playing the same shit. I was
yeah,
playing RPGs
our
on top of that, but
yeah,
yeah, but
yeah.
yeah, sports games and Guitar
And
Hero.
some yeah, and some other yeah, like bro, like
Yes,
so
yes.
I wouldn't have been able to. I probably wouldn't. No way I would have kept like online gaming and stuff like that. Like
Changed
you know
our
what I mean?
world, man.
Yeah, and
Thanks, Call of Duty.
I also got to shout out Gears of War and Halo 1 and 2, especially because Gears of War are similar in timing to Call of Duty, and like
Right,
at least some of those, and like playing those online, you're meeting people, playing games, getting that competitive. Because that's the one thing about us, like especially you say sports people, so we always have that competitive nature, and like a
right.
lot of people do,
It
and like
definitely
that
helped us
helps.
scratch it.
It helps us like keep that fever and that kind of competitive nature, and like that's one of the reasons we game. Like we don't, even though we love having so much fun. One of the things for us having fun is doing well, winning, and competing. Just competing in general. Just
Exactly.
competing is
Yeah,
fun.
man.
And yes,
I feel you,
I,
bro. We
I get
mm,
overworked up. I admit it. You know, I understand. I be excited. I'm an
bro,
emotional
you man, you
guy.
good, bro. Cause everything we named was bangers
Bangers.
for
Hey,
real.
we got a little chance to nerd out a little bit on some stuff too because
It
you
felt
know
good.
it did.
It felt really
It did.
good because
Except for
I
telling you guys how
love
much
me
I
some
spent on
video games,
Apex.
bro.
Yeah, I love
Like
video games. That's what I'm gonna
my
do tonight, like right
Like,
when we finish.
what I'm saying, man. Like a lot, man. Even as a kid, man, it's like Christmas coming around. Oh, I'm getting a new system. I'm getting a new game. Like that's
Bro,
all
you check
I
in the,
ever had. You
you
know.
look under the tree, you look for those disc-sized presents. You know, you look at it, you're like, oh, that's gonna be a DVD or a video game or a video game. I got a
We we got in
name.
trouble for opening the PlayStation 2 too early.
Damn, bro, you come on, bro. Hey, so my mom must have known that I was gonna like love video games because you guys got in trouble for opening your PlayStation 2 too early. There's a funny story. My mom about my PlayStation 1. Uh, go to Christmas. I was expecting a PlayStation. My mom, there was kind of hints. I'd wanted one. It's did went through the whole open all my presents at the grandma's. No PlayStation, no nothing. Like I got us. We had dinner at grandma's house and we were chilling. Your boy was like, I was still excited. I was happy. But little did I know, while I was hanging out at there, my mom left during the middle of the day, went home,
Yeah.
set up a special surprise for me at the crib. So when I,
Oh shit.
so we went
That's
home.
what's up.
Yeah, we went home that night after dinner and hanging with the family and grandma and all that stuff. And went home and I opened. There's a present for me, like this gift sitting on the living room table with a note on there. And so my mom was like, "Oh, look at that! There's a present." I read the note. It said, "Oh, here's one more present for you, Garrett. Sorry, it fell out of my sleigh. I had to bring it to you. Signed Santa. Of course, I was a kid. Mom keeping
Nice.
it. Open that
It's a
bad,
beautiful moment.
open that bad boy up, and there was my
You was like,
PlayStation and my
oh.
game. Oh shit, my PlayStation! I was freaking
Yes.
out, man. Yeah.
Shout out to parents. Shout out to good parents too, man. For
She was
real.
like, I didn't want to give it to you during the day because you would have just been playing video games the entire day instead of hanging
Ah,
out with the family.
true, true. You got me on that one,
She
mom.
she caught me. But that was a story of how I got my first PlayStation right there.
That's
It was
fire. That's
dropped out
fire,
of
man.
Santa's sleigh.
That's tight, man. Hell
shout out,
yeah, bro. I've
shout out
I've
my
had
dudes
every
for that.
PlayStation, bro. I remember, yeah, like
Oh yeah,
my dad, yeah, our parents bought us
I've technically
most
had
of them
every
for
Xbox
real.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I even had the newest one that just came out. I just sold
Oh yeah, yeah. True
it.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Grizz was playing it for a little bit, a couple times.
Oh
Remember?
shit. Damn.
Yeah, I sold it.
See, man, look at this, man. PlayStation, Xbox, we be friends. We
We
friends, man.
friends, bro. Yeah, I still got the one in the Xbox in the room. The Game Gears of War one.
Right, and I want an Xbox, so if y'all want to, help me get one. All right, bro, I'm done,
All
man. I'm
right, all
done.
right.
Yes, bro. This
So,
is beautiful.
again, thank you, bro. This is a great list. The games one. Big,
I
big
love
list for
this.
all of us. I hope to hear some in the comments from you guys, some of the biggest games for you, what you thought about our games and everything. And give us a like, subscribe, and we'll catch you next week.
Yeah.
Peace.